Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So inshallah ta'ala, this recording is for the level 1 students who will be covering al-adad and what tamyizuhu. Al-adad is referring to the numbers. So inshallah, and how do you distinguish it? How do you categorize it? So this is obviously 1, al-adad, wahid wa ithnan. So for now, for level 1, we'll focus on 1, 2, 3 to 10, inshallah ta'ala. So level 1, as you see here, students will be mainly using numbers 1 to 10. 1 and 2, لا تمييز لهما يوافق المعدود دائما في التذكير والتأنيث. يوافق المعدود. So العدد is a number. المعدود is something that is counted. So if I say 5 books, what is being counted here is books. So the ma'dud is books. So if I say 5 books, if in this case I'm going to be talking about 1 and 2, so I'll say 1 book. So the book is ma'dud and the adad is 1. Okay, so both of them agree في التذكير والتأنيث. So both of them agree in gender. So what is the meaning of this? المثال جاء طالب واحد. So جاء is come, طالب student 1. So it's 1 student came. So in Arabic they're putting forward the ma'dud if it's 1 and 2, and they'll mention the number also. So if I want to say in the next sentence, if you look at this, حضر الطالبان اثنان. So طالب means student, طالبان 2 students, اثنان is 2 students. So obviously, even if typically when people speak, they drop the obvious word, but for grammatical purposes, another example, وإلهكم إله واحد, إله واحد. So it is referring to ilah, which is 1. Wahid is again ma'dud. So it is saying you only have 1 God. In English, obviously, we put forth the number, and the obviously ilah word comes after. When we say it, we say 1 Lord. But in Arabic, obviously, we put forward, we say ilah, which is deity. Wahid is 1. So same thing, we're putting forward the ma'dud, which is talib. It's like saying, if I literally translate, came student 1. حضر طالبان اثنان. So if it's, let's say it's a طالبة, جاءت طالبة واحدة. Okay, so جاءت is a feminine form, طالبة is a female student, واحدة because this adad has to agree with the ma'dud. So the ma'dud and adad will always have to agree when it comes to numbers from 1 and 2. So let's say it was a female student, but for 2. حضرتا, 2 people came, female. طالبتان اثنتان. So again, طالبتان is 2 female students. اثنتان is obviously the number, but in the feminine form. So this is 1 and 2. So if we go to 3 to 10, so in this case, jam'un majroor. So there's a slight differentiation in rule when it comes to 3 to 10. Inshallah ta'ala, we'll talk about this. يكون العدد على عكس المعدود في التذكير والتأنيث. So the number is actually going to be the opposite of the ma'dud في التذكير and تأنيث, in feminine and masculine. So if you have book, well, let's say in this, so let's take this example that they mentioned here, المثال ثلاثة طلاب. So طالب is a مذكر form. طلاب in Arabic, after 2, it's jam'. So if you want to say 3 students, you would say, since طالب is actually a plural form and طالب is a masculine word, the adad becomes feminine. So you'll say ثلاثة طلاب. So if it's flipped, if we say طالبات, which is the jam' of طالبة, which is a plural of طالبة, in this case you will make the adad masculine, you'll make the number masculine. So you'll say ثلاث طالبات, and this is like, it comes in the form of, let's say, jam'u majroor. So the ma'dud becomes majroor, and it is also jam'. So let's say if I want to say, let's give an example of qalam. Qalam is a masculine form, which means pen. Aqlam is basically the plural for. So if I want to write it for an example, so let's say I take this example, inshallah ta'ala. So in this example, عندي خمس بنات. خمس, the word خمسة. So banat is, bint is a feminine word. Banat is the jam', it is the plural of bint. So since this word is a feminine word, the number will be a masculine number. So عندي means I have. خمس بنات, the second word, the ma'dud, is going to be majroor. I have 5 girls. It's like saying I have 5 daughters. So let's flip it. I spoke about qalam and aqlam. Qalam means pen. Aqlam is the jam' for pen. عندي ثلاثة أقلام. Now why is it ثلاثة even though أقلام is مذكر, which is masculine, is because the adad is the opposite to the ma'dud. In anywhere from 3 to 10, the adad is the opposite. So since the ma'dud is masculine, the adad, the number, will become feminine. عندي ثلاثة أقلام. عندي خمسة أبناء. يعني ibn, abna is the jam' of son, sons. So since sons is a masculine word, the number will become feminine. عندي خمسة أبناء, and the ism becomes majroor. So this is also further notes we inshallah ta'ala will do. And inshallah, if anybody wants to have these also, I can share this. So if you see this, I've mentioned, this is one of the brothers, mashallah, who had actually studied with us. He made some notes. مع العدد 3 to 10 with the numbers. العدد يخالف المعدود. The number differs from the ma'dud, which is like the one that is being counted. Al-ma'dud, the one that is actually counted, بعد العدد. So that means it's like saying, so you don't put forward the bint first. You'll put the number first, and then you'll put forward the ma'dud. وَالْمَعْدُود جَمْعٌ مَجْرُورٌ. And the one that is counted is going to be a majroor form, and it is going to be a plural form from 3 to 10. So here we say banatin, and this is not binatin, but it's banatin. أقلام, again jam'. So for 1 to 2, again, this is another example that is explaining. عندي بنت واحدة. I have 1 daughter. Since it's 1 to 2, as they say, العدد مثل المعدود. So if bint is feminine, the adad is going to be feminine. If the walad is masculine, the adad is going to be masculine. And remember, in 1 and 2, you put forward the ma'dud, you put forward the one that is counted first, and the number comes after. So inshallah ta'ala, hopefully this is clear, and we will cover this in our class, inshallah ta'ala. I will explain the af'al tables, but that will be another video altogether. Jazakumullahu khairah.